Hello and welcome to CIS220 Introduction to Network Security. What we're going to do is do a quick introduction to the course and what it's all about, and get yourselves, all of us, oriented as to what we're going to be doing for the next 16 weeks. We're going to briefly go over an introduction, talk a little bit about the course objectives, talk a little bit about the course deliverables, and talk a little bit about the class syllabus. Okay, I'm David Anderson. I'm an instructor here at Triton College, and I teach systems, networking, security, also our CIS101 class, which provides computer literate skills for anybody entering the workforce. And I came to Triton College by way of the Army, and then Allstate, where I joined when I left the Army. And then when Allstate was selling its IT division to a company in New York, outsourcing it essentially, I found that I did not want to move to New York. So I jumped ship and moved over to the Raytheon facility in Minneapolis, and enjoyed myself there until they decided I was just the person to head up the training team in Amman, Jordan. This is around 2001, and I really didn't want to go do that, but I didn't really want to say no without having another option. And of course the option turned out to be Triton College. I have a doctorate as well as some other degrees. I've earned the MCSE, the CIW Security Analyst, the CCNA, the Cybersecurity Specialist, the Cisco Cybersecurity Specialist, the Cisco Wireless Field Engineer, and the A+, as well as other technical certifications. My goal for you is to leave this class understanding the basics for computer network security with a focus on CompTIA's SYO401, which is Security Plus. It has a serious dollar value in the marketplace, and of course have some fun. Okay. Never underestimate the value of getting your degree, getting completion, a certificate or degree. Every study ever done shows that workers with an associate degree, and because they never expire, basically earn more, you will almost in every situation earn more money than a worker with a high school diploma. Okay? Big thing about any associate degree is it shows your ability to stick to something even when you don't want to do it, and that's a high value item for firms. Even a lot of jobs, even that do not require a degree, if the employer has a choice, they will often pick someone with a degree simply because you've demonstrated ability to persist in accomplishing something, and that's highly valued. Job survey report, okay, FYI, it's great if you're here because you have a passion for network security, but the reality of it is that while money may not make the world go round, okay, mortgages have to be paid, apartment rentals have to be paid, food has to be paid, utilities have to be paid. The average maximum salary in Chicago for an employee with network security skills, not a manager, not a CIO, was just shy of 6 figures, and the average median salary for an employee working network security, not a manager, not a CIO, was just shy of $76,000. This is a little bit better than being the French fry cook at McDonald's or Burger King. Okay? Things we're going to do over the next 16 weeks include understand general networking and security concepts, know what TCP/IP is, and talk about a little bit, basic principles, understand certificate basics, know how network infrastructure security systems are developed in organizations, understand communication security concepts, understand application security concepts, understand user security concepts, and that can be a little frustrating sometimes because not every user buys into the concept that they have a role to play, and of course they do. We're going to talk about what are security baselines. You will become proficient in the use of the microcomputer applications commonly found in the business community. You'll know what operational security is, what organizational security is, and the concept of incident detection and response. Okay, to get an A, get a B, get a C, not so much a D or an F. You need to get your materials, either the textbook or the optional public domain textbook materials on Wikiversity. Okay, you're going to need some sort of storage media almost certainly, and of course there'll be a bunch of supplemental materials depending on the chapter. Pretty much in the public domain, it's just a matter of being able to print them out. Log into the class website on Blackboard. Do the Blackboard tutorial. Probably about a third to a half of all the emails I get at the start of any semester are students that aren't sure how to do something on Blackboard, and this class is not about how to use Blackboard. That's what the Blackboard tutorial is for. You should know how to post a discussion. You should know how to upload an assignment. Those are not things that you should come to this class to learn. You should have a grip on these before you come into the class, which is what the tutorial is all about. Just like a job, you have to attend. If you don't show up on a weekly basis and get the work done, it's really kind of hard to succeed in the class. Shouldn't be an issue for most of you, but you do need to get and use your email, whether it's the college assigned email or your own email, whatever works best for you. I recommend the college email because just like work, you get in the habit of using it. We are going to have short weekly assignments you're expected to do. We're going to have short weekly assessments, really a chapter quiz, approximately 10 questions, and not every week, just some weeks. You're going to have weekly discussion posts. This is basically tied to your attendance. You will post on a chapter topic each week, except the first week where you'll introduce yourself. And these posts are like 100 words. This is not a big deal. But you do have to, do more than provide what we call a substantive post, not just a yay or a nay or hubba hubba or go Cubs. There will be two exams, a midterm and a final. And of course, you are cordially invited to take those. That's how we're going to measure what you've learned in the class to a certain extent. Contact info. I have an office, I have a phone, but the reality of it is, not when I'm, at work, I'm usually in front of a class teaching people. It's what I do, it's what I like to do. So email is usually the best way to get a hold of me. I can access it, anywhere I happen to be. We have a class website on Blackboard. You don't want to become an expert in it, but you do need to learn your way around. And of course, the syllabus has a course schedule, which is not written in stone, but it is pretty much our weekly guidelines, what you can expect to do each week in the class for the next 16 weeks. If your stuff is late, and that does happen, you'll take a hit, not a big one, but you will take a grade hit for consistently turning things in late. And attendance, you're human beings. I expect you to occasionally not be here for class, but if you miss in the 16-week period 2 weeks, you can start looking, more than 2 weeks after that, you can start expecting hit on your grade from attendance. Bearing in mind that there are exceptional circumstances. If you're sick, you get jury duty, something's going on, we have a flood or a snow or whatever, and you lose your power, lose your internet access, we understand that. Your grade will be based, it's not going to be subjective, it's not going to be based on the meaning of what the word is. It's going to be pretty much the quizzes, the exams, the labs, pretty straightforward stuff. Okay, subject to, any questions you have, which of course you will email me. Let's go ahead and get started into Unit 1.